come from a long line of women, gripping bullets between their teeth, gripping rosary beads between their fingers, stifling cries while catching babies in candlelight, stifling expectations while birthing babies in benediction. So when dreams are filled with this image of a child that is yet to be conceived, asking what has become of womanhood, all I have to offer her is this. Mothers want best for their children. In the poem, Dear Daughter by Mary Potowski and B by Sarah Kay, describes the love that a mother truly has for us. It reminds us we can do anything we set our minds to. She's gonna call me Point B. Because that way she knows that no matter what happens, she can always find her way to me. And I'm going to paint the solar systems on the backs of her hands. So she has to learn the entire universe before she can say, oh, I know that like the back of my hand. But they said I couldn't birth you without the glare of a hospital light, without the prick of needles pumping synthetic calm through my veins. They tried to tell me I was too fragile. They said these hands could not carry a life's labor without knowing the weight of what these hands have already held. The quieted weapons of warriors, the captured prayers of people, the silenced melodies of mothers. I want you to know that there was nothing random about your conception. But you're gonna learn this life will hit you hard in the face, wait for you to get back up just so it can kick you in the stomach. But getting the wind knocked out of you is the only way to remind your lungs how much they like the taste of air. There is hurt here that cannot be fixed by Band-Aids or poetry. So the first time you realize Wonder Woman isn't coming, I'll make sure you don't have to wear the cape all by yourself. Because no matter how wide you stretch your fingers, your hands will always be too small to catch all the pain you want to heal. Believe me, I have tried. And baby, don't stick your nose up in the air like that. I know that trick. I've done it 1,000,000 times. You're just smelling for the smoke so you can follow the trail back to a burning house to find a boy who lost everything in the fire to see if you can save him. Or else find the boy who lit the fire in the first place to see if you can change him. But I know you will anyway, so instead, I'll always keep an extra supply of chocolate and rain boots nearby because there is no heartbreak that chocolate can't fix. I'm sorry, I lied. There's a few heartbreaks that chocolate can't fix, but that's what the rain boots are for. Because rain will wash away everything if you let it. Because every cell in my body gave way to direct your path. Baby, I willed you into being, pulled you into my core, all the while praying that you would remember the path that led you there. That you would beat a rhythm into the walls of my womb, let it reverberate through your lips so I could speak creation stories with every breath. I delivered you in warrior stance, feet firmly planted on the earth because I wanted you to be born already connected, in harmony with all things. I want you to see the world through the underside of a glass-bottomed boat, to look through a microscope at the galaxies that exist on the pinpoint of the human mind, because that's how my mom taught me. But there'll be days like this, when you open your hands to catch and wind up with only blisters and bruises. When you step out of the phone booth and try to fly, and the very people you want to save are the ones standing on your cape. When your boots will fill with rain and you'll be up to your knees in disappointment. And those are the very days you have all the more reason to say thank you. Because there is nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline, no matter how many times it's sent away. And so you are born with the heavens and earths pulled into you, like the rhythm of the planets in their dance around the fire of the sun in their praise. They locked you into a circle to remind you that this love will always revolve around you. You will put the wind and win some and lose some, and the star and starting over and over and over. And no matter how many landmines erupt in a minute, be sure your mind lands on the beauty of this funny place called life. And yes, on a scale from 1 to over-trusting, I am pretty damn naive. But I want you to know this world, it's made out of sugar. It can crumble so easily. But don't be afraid to stick your tongue out and taste it. Baby, they ran fingers up your spine so that your strength would be true. And there will be days when you catch glimpses of my ribs and your cheekbones. Feel the hope of the breath you drew from my lungs on your lips. And on those days, I will hold your hand in mine. Let you trace the stretch marks across my belly like braille so you can see what resilience means. How I swelled to accommodate you, and we would chant together the prayers pressed against bulging belly. Read together the graffiti from the walls of my womb on your fingertips. The place where you inscribed your name into me. That's how I knew what to call you immediately. A complex clicking of tongues ending in a sigh of contentment. But baby, remember, your mama is a worrier and your papa, he's a warrior. And you are the girl with small hands and big eyes who never stops asking for more. Remember, good things come in threes, and so do bad things. And always apologize when you've done something wrong, but don't you ever, I mean ever, apologize for the way your eyes refuse to stop shining. Your voice is small, but don't you ever stop singing. And when they finally hand you heartache and slip war and hatred under your door and offer you handouts on the street corners of cynicism and defeat, you tell them they really ought to meet your mother.